What's going on, guys? It's Jack here, taking a look at another NBA draft prospect, Frank Mason, the point guard from Kansas. This guy's been underrated since high school. Originally a commit to Towson, was a guy who was a late KU commit after he decommitted from Towson. They needed another point guard. They brought him in. And since then, he's played in 100 games at Kansas, become one of the most winning players in that program's storied history. And this past season was Player of the Year, Big 12 Player of the Year, Naismith, Bob Cousy Award winner. Just all around great performance by Frank Mason, and just got better every year from his freshman year to his senior year. And with all that being said, he's still being projected to go in the second round or undrafted. And so you got to look at why is that. And one of the reasons is his size. He's only 6 foot with a 6'3" wingspan, 190 pounds, but he's still a pretty good athlete. And, he had a 41-inch max vertical at the combine. And this is a guy who consistently showed a toughness and a fearlessness throughout his college career that few players have. And, part of that is from his high school and his background. And he's just a tough-minded point guard who, has been underrated and undervalued since high school. And he definitely plays with that chip on his shoulder. And last season, was his best season as a senior with all those awards. As I mentioned earlier, he averaged 21 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds, and he shot 49% from the field and 37% from 3, and he got better in the tournament. So again, I ask, why is this guy being projected to the second round? And another possible, solution to that is this is a deep draft class with lots of freshmen who are at the forefront. And so that's pushing players with, with experience, who've played for a few years in college. And Frank Mason is not young by any NBA draft means. He's 23 years old, so one of the older players in the draft. And so therefore teams may be saying, well, he's already hit his ceiling. And the last thing is that scoring on the inside, while he is a proficient three-point shooter, in the interior, he definitely struggled his freshman year, his sophomore year. And then his junior year, to me, you started to see a switch where he started to develop a better floater, some scoop shots to get over some of the taller players inside the paint. And, he just got smarter as a basketball player and was able to develop more of his game. And this past season, I think it even further improved, and therefore is a sign to me that, that's really one of the big concerns for scouts, and I think it's a bit overblown with Frank Mason. He's just shown an ability to improve in that area to me over the course of his career, and even if he doesn't, he's still a heady player, a guy who'll make the smart play, and is at worst a solid backup option to me as a guy in this draft class. And, at best, I could see him being a guy who gets you, 14, 15 points a game, maybe 3 to 4 assists. And at this point, I just don't understand. I was presenting the arguments why, but I just don't understand why he's being projected as a guy who goes late in the second round or undrafted. To me, he's definitely worth a look late first, early second. Definitely early second if you're not willing to commit to him in the first round. I just think he does too many things well. He's too smart. He's too tough of a basketball player. And, I just feel like he's going to find success at the NBA level. But, guys, I want to know what you think about Frank Mason. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe for more NBA draft content. We're going to be producing a ton of content in the lead up to the draft. We're going to be looking at teams. I have a couple of those videos already recorded, as well as, many more prospects and maybe some mock drafts as well. Follow me on Twitter at NBA Draft Wiz. And guys, thanks for listening. I'm out.